There are so many anime collaborations that could happen in Mobile Legends. And the crazy part? Some Mobile Legends heroes already look like they were made for certain anime characters. From Solo Leveling to One Piece to Demon Slayer, there are some insane possibilities that could actually work perfectly. So today, we're going to imagine some of the best anime collaborations Mobile Legends could bring in the future. And trust me, some of these combinations are going to be wild. So without further ado, let's get started. Starting off with a very interesting concept. Mobile Legends X Solo Leveling. Sounds crazy, right? But just imagine the hype if this actually becomes real. We've already got two insane fan-made concepts. The main character himself, Sung Jin Woo as Julian, and the Shadow Knight Igris as Alpha. Now that would go hard. Now let's take a look at Julian as Sung Jin Woo, starting with his entrance animation. He walks in calmly, that cold, silent presence. No flashy movements, no overacting, just pure Shadow Monarch energy. That alone already sets the tone. Now moving on to his first skill. You can see the Shadow Blade energy slicing forward, clean, sharp, and deadly. But now, watch the enhanced first skill. The attack becomes more intense, the shadows feel heavier, like he's putting real power behind it. You can actually see the difference in impact. Next, the second skill. Dark energy forms around the area, controlled, mysterious, almost like dungeon magic activating. And then comes the enhanced second skill. Now it expands wider, the shadows grow stronger, the battlefield starts feeling darker. This is where the Shadow Monarch presence really kicks in. And finally, the third skill. Even the base version already looks powerful, a burst of dark energy crashing forward. But once it's enhanced, the shadows explode with more force. The impact looks heavier and more dominant. This right here is why Julian as Sung Jin Woo just makes sense. Now we have Alpha as Igris from Solo Leveling. Starting with his entrance animation. Igris appears in his summoning form, emerging from the shadows. That moment alone feels like the Shadow Monarch has summoned his strongest knight. Now, moving on to his first skill, Igris slashes through the ground with his sword, leaving behind that dark blue shadow trail, and it looks extremely powerful. The blue shadow energy perfectly matches Igris's Royal Knight presence. Next, his second skill. Igris unleashes a destructive horizontal slash, cutting through everything in his path. The motion feels heavy, like every swing carries overwhelming force. This attack truly shows his dominance on the battlefield. And finally, his ultimate skill. Igris charges forward with unstoppable momentum, sword ready to execute his target. And then, he smashes the enemy into the ground with absolute power. Everything about this ultimate feels insane. This skin would easily become one of the best alpha skins ever created. The design, the effects, the Shadow Monarch theme, it's simply perfect. Next up, we have a collaboration that many fans have been waiting for. Mobile Legends X One Piece.
Oh yeah!
Ever since the release of the hero Sora, fans have started predicting that a One Piece collaboration could be on the way. And honestly, it's not hard to see why. Sora already has a lot of similarities with Luffy, from their fighting style to their overall personality and appearance. But that's not all. There are actually several other Mobile Legends heroes who could perfectly match some of the most iconic One Piece characters. So, let's take a look at who could get these skins.
Let's start with my favorite anime character, Zoro. Zoro was highly anticipated as a skin for heroes like Saber or Martis. And yes, both of them are good matches. But the perfect match for Zoro is none other than Arlott. If Arlott received a Zoro skin, the design would look absolutely incredible. The dual blades, the aggressive stance, and the powerful presence fit Zoro's personality perfectly. Arlott's combat style matches Zoro's calm but deadly nature, making this pairing feel natural and well thought out. Now let's break down the skills. First skill, Arlott's first skill could represent Zoro's fast and precise sword slashes. Second skill, the second skill would perfectly capture Zoro's powerful dashes and heavy strikes. This would feel like Zoro closing the distance with pure strength and confidence. Ultimate skill, the ultimate is where this skin truly shines. A massive, decisive sword attack that shows Zoro's full power, dominance, and killing intent. Just like his strongest finishing moves in the anime. This skin would not only look amazing, but it would also feel incredibly satisfying to play. Moving on to our next character, Garp as Gatokaka. This skin is a real possibility, and if it ever comes in the collaboration, I am definitely buying it. The match just makes too much sense. Let's start with the entrance animation. The stance, the posture, and the presence perfectly capture Garp's strong and fearless personality. He looks calm, confident, ready to fight anyone in front of him. Now let's look at the in-game skills. The first skill feels like a powerful forward strike. Heavy impact, strong force, and clear damage. Exactly how Garp fights using pure strength. The second skill focuses on control and pressure. It feels like Garp locking onto his target, not giving them any chance to escape. The ultimate is the highlight of this skin. A massive leap followed by a devastating impact on the ground. This perfectly represents Garp's overwhelming punches and his ability to dominate the battlefield with raw power. Overall, this skin fits Gatokaka extremely well. The animations, the effects, and the character choice all feel natural and powerful. Lastly, we have our main character, Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy has many abilities, so this skin deserves a detailed breakdown. Let's start with the entrance animation. Luffy appears wearing his outfit from the final fight in Wano, the battle between Luffy and Kaido. This outfit alone carries a strong aura and immediately sets the tone for how powerful this skin feels. Now let's move on to the skill effects, starting with his basic form. First skill, Luffy uses Gomu Gomu no Pistol. The stretching animation looks clean and impactful, and the effects clearly capture the anime vibe. Second skill, the transformation animation looks powerful and perfectly matches the intensity of Gear 4. First skill, Luffy uses Gomu Gomu no Leo Bazooka, or possibly Gomu Gomu no Double Culverin. Both fit well, but the Culverin feels more accurate and exciting. Second skill, Luffy charges forward using King Kong Gun, crashing into enemies with overwhelming force and leaving them completely helpless. Third skill, this skill uses Kong Gatling, a relentless barrage of punches that truly shows how brutal Gear 4 is in the anime. The second mode is Thunder Mode, and here we have two possible versions, Snake Man and Gear 5th. Let's look at the Snake Man version first. Skill 1. Luffy uses Jet Culverin, a fast and unpredictable attack that perfectly represents Snake Man's speed. Skill 2. This skill showcases the King Cobra Punch, a powerful and precise finishing move. Skill 3. Luffy uses Black Mamba, a rapid series of strikes that feels just as intense as it does in the anime. Now let's talk about Gear 5th. This version uses bright, colorful effects, staying true to the anime's unique and playful style. Skill 1. Luffy attacks forward using Gomu Gomu no Star Gun, delivering a powerful strike with one hand. Skill 2. Luffy uses Gomu Gomu no Dawn Rocket. During this skill, we also see the iconic moment where Luffy wears glasses, which looks incredibly cool and memorable. The final skill is Gomu Gomu no Dawn Gatling, a move famously used during the fight against Saint Saturn. Overall, this Luffy skin would easily be the highlight of the entire collaboration. The attention to detail, the multiple forms, and the faithful anime references make it feel truly special. So, what do you think about this Luffy skin? Would you want to see it in Mobile Legends? Let me know your thoughts.
Next up is a collaboration that has been everywhere in the Mobile Legends community recently. Mobile Legends x Bleach. Recently, leaked skin portraits started making rounds across various Mobile Legends pages and channels, and fans immediately went crazy. According to the leak, we could be getting 4 Bleach-themed skins, and these are the rumored combinations. Argus as Kenpachi Zaraki, Harith as Toshiro Hitsugaya, Ling as Byakuya Kuchiki, and finally, Alucard as Ichigo Kurosaki. Now, keep in mind, these are currently just leaks and nothing has been officially confirmed. But I also have some fan-made concepts for these skins. So, let's explore them one by one and see just how insane these collaborations could look. Let's start with Alucard as Ichigo Kurosaki. First, the entrance animation. It's inspired by Honor of Kings, and it already looks insane. Since both games are visually similar, we can expect Mobile Legends to deliver the same, or even better quality. Now for the skill effects. These are actually fan-made, and they look crazy. But if fan-made looks this good, just imagine the official version. Bigger budget, cleaner animations, next level impact.
足を引っ張るなよ。君たちを助けに行く余裕はないからね。暗闇よ、 滅びろ。どんなことにも必ず終わりは訪れ。
Next, Ling as Byakuya Kuchiki. His entrance animation is also inspired by Honor of Kings, and it already looks clean and elegant.
千本桜影吉
Fans have even created custom versions of this skin, and honestly, they look amazing. But if fan-made is this good, you already know the official one is going to be on another level.
千本桜の真の姿だ 挽回千本桜影吉
Next up, we have one of the most interesting combinations in this collab concept. Harith as Hitsugaya Toshiro. At first glance, it might sound unexpected, but once you look closer, it actually fits perfectly. Both are young prodigies and extremely fast. Now imagine the entrance animation. The battlefield freezes over, and then Hitsugaya slowly descends, blade in hand, as icy wings briefly appear behind him. Now let's talk about the skill effects. Skill 1. He leaves behind a trail of freezing ice with sharp ice shards erupting from the ground on impact. Clean, fast, and precise. Just like Hitsugaya's fighting style. Moving on to Skill 2. This is where it gets crazy. Every dash is infused with Hiranmaru's power. Ice dragons and frozen slashes spiral around him, locking enemies inside a chilling zone. Each movement feels like Hitsugaya commanding the battlefield itself. And finally, the ultimate. As Harith activates his ultimate, the area instantly turns into a frozen domain. A massive ice formation crashes down from above. Snowstorms swirl around the zone. This skin would easily be one of the cleanest ice-themed anime skins.
Finally, Argus as Kenpachi Zaraki. This is the skin I'm buying. Easily the one with the most aura. Here's a fan-made concept of Argus, starting with the entrance animation, then the passive, Skill 1, Skill 2, and finally, the ultimate. And if it already looks this insane, just imagine the official version. But before we wrap up the video, I have to show you this Mobile Legends X Demon Slayer skin concept. We have Khalid as Rengoku. This skin concept is absolutely mind-blowing. Starting with the entrance animation, Rengoku stands confidently, radiating that bright, fiery aura straight from the anime. The energy? Pure flame Hashira vibes. For skill 1, he slashes forward with his sword, and the blazing fire trail left behind looks insanely clean and powerful. During his second skill, Rengoku stands tall, healing himself as intense flames swirl around him, creating that unstoppable warrior presence. And finally, the ultimate. Rengoku charges forward with full force, forming a massive dragon-shaped flame attack that crashes into the enemies. The impact effect? So satisfying. To be honest, this skin would be absolutely perfect for Khalid.